Oh. Match to Deltarune. Match. That. Oh, that's what that is. Those are the shards. Interesting. Alright. There we are. I think are pretty good to go. Welcome, welcome. Yep, I think we're good to go. Welcome back to Deltarune. We are here to round out Deltarune, I believe. Still so good. Such a cool sequence. Below on hopes and dreams, they send 3 heroes at the world's end. Prophecy again, one with us. It's pretty hard to believe. Not just that things have been predicted, sure, but that I'm part of it too, I guess. Oh, I remember this. This is such a good sequence. Alright, so we're gonna be wrapping up Deltarune today. So, you want a little task before we finish up here? Give me a list of your favorite theories, your favorite memes, your favorite shitposts. Because I've stayed away from everything as best I can up till now. So I'm very excited to finally get into that side of the internet for it. Heal 27 on a hit? Wow. Alright, Titan's shape. The third hero, the prince, alone, dark. We are. Getting the mind has changed. Best you can only see another side. Ooh, an extra revivement. Nice. Double crits are not enough to kill him? If I had lifelink on Chris as well. Oh, pardon me. We know nothing, we understand nothing. Man, I feel that. Looks like progress. Died the acorn. Whose dream is this? Chris's dream? Susie's dream? Whose dream is this? The night's dream? My dream? First hero, the cage with human soul and parts. Gotta be you. Your illustration though. Why is it calling you a cage? Something more like cool? A picture that can like. Here's my drawing where you're saying Susie rules. Cute. Go to screens. Cleave red by blade. Oh yeah, we killed Tenna! Are we fighting? Because you need to die. I have determined it. Hey, how's it going? Okay. And last was the girl. At last was the girl. Girl. I think that means me. Like, prophecy's next. What it says. Come on. Oh boy. National Mint would like to award you for your service. Take from the treasure box. This is yours. Revivement. Ooh. This is for theories and videos. Perfect. And we're upside down. Second hero, the girl with hope crossed on her heart. Chris! Hey look, it's me! Girl with hope crossed on her heart. Man, that's badass, isn't it? Think there's anything else about us? I'm just standing there, let's keep looking. I'm the philosopher. Haven't you heard of hyperlink blocked? Yes. I feel like I haven't heard of it. But I don't know why. Person to move on for you after watching those videos. Step 1. Ooh. Gotta be honest, Chris. Never really gotten picked for anything before. No one ever wanted to be my partner in class. Got chosen last in the gym. This is like something else, you know? Something more important. Something important. Chris, before I didn't think I could be a hero. I was good enough, and I was bad. Look, I am bad in some ways, I guess. And now I have hope crossed on my heart. It's so cute. Hope written in truth. Written somewhere. Somewhere no one can erase. God, she's so cute. I love Susie so much. She's so great. Oh, a man with one eye. What does the angel make its cry? Who will call the girl who eats? Who will call the girl who snows? I don't know. Haha. I don't know. Sacred moss. Eat it? Fuck yeah. Moss was consumed with gusto. Dark bead. Broken off, but still locked. We're not a level 4 moss eater. Shit. This truly is the worst timeline. Lost our moss eating qualifications. Love finds its way to the girl. Hey. What does that mean? Guess I gotta find the next one. You, stay here. Oh no. Girl. The girl. Who Dr. Gaster is and why that matters to Deltarune. Exciting stuff. Alright. than that, just conversation topics. Sick, exciting. I'm looking forward to it. See if we can't speed run through this so we can see it. Gallery of Ancient Faces. Capapalacia. Archaeological exhibit. Rustic, our ancestors were, no headrest in sight. Must have concerned themselves only with their work. We should be like them. We should not eat only nuts and seeds. Hey, look at you. Beautiful specimen, although only the hard carapace remains. Only we can see its delicate parts. It may have had beautiful feathers, or even a fleshy posterior. Delicate feathers, or a fat ass. Realistic the rendering of this water is by its own. To our progenitors, this must have been the peak of beauty. So cooler, not particularly useful. The ancient once-celled organisms seem to have lived a simple life. Look how they band together. Lessons could be learned. Waiting to turn to stone. Hurry up, will you? Statue. There's your name on it. Yes, you will be the fossil too, won't you? You gotta help someone have a genuine blind playthrough. It's nice. This has been such a phenomenal time. Thank you so much for your help, 2F. I had such a good time with this. You've been a phenomenal guide throughout. Knock you out. And 2 more on the Wicca Bell. Gallery. Ah, overachiever. On tablets carved in man's beard. Font of knowledge. Spellings were different back then, and better. Awful beasts. We believe this creature was before our time. The body shape seems to have eaten meat and fire. Hey, didn't I tell you to wait for a sec? If something about me here, then I... Huh? Last prophecy, story's end. Last prophecy? This happens at the end? Save the world is one way. This telling us how to save the world? Hey Chris, it'll make everything easy, right? Hey, I was reading that. Man? Wait. Back up. Floor. Something down there? That answers that. Over here. There we go. Yeet. Thanks, Susie. Let's go. I really like that run animation. We don't see Chris's run a lot. The sword out? That's cool. Damn, that was close. Hey. Chris, I think I see it. Come on. Hey, it was right. The old man's study. Must have been leading us here, right? All we gotta do is get a hold of him. Man's dumbass. You gotta leave some money or something. $100. Cost $99. Gotta make change. Ah, screw up. Not doing that. Pay an extra $1 for the Rhapsody. Chris, I think he'd want to come to our castle town? I mean, obviously he would, right? Might mean taking the hammer, but sure he'd be cool with it though, right? No, I'm certainly not cool with it. Don't touch the hammer, Susie. It's kind of fucked. Damn, it's dark in here. Hey. Man, the hell are you going? Come on, Chris, after him. Oh, motherfucker's walking through walls. Hey, slow the hell down, old man. I'm trying to talk to you. You can't steal the corpse of someone's loved one, even if they are weirdly keeping it in a jar on their desk. Damn, can't see anything in here. Chris, wait a sec. That noise? Okay. What, you honestly can't hear it? See, I can't. Huh. I can. Hey, heard something again. Damn it. Chris, I slipped and fell down somewhere. Stay there, okay? I'm gonna look for a way back. Left in complete darkness. Nothing left to do but close your eyes. And think about how Susie's doing right now. Damn, how am I gonna find a way back? Do I just try and listen to what's around me? Old man? Man, it's you, right? Man, hey, I'm looking for you. Like this door code, and thought you might know the... Hey, old man. Are you okay? Man, what are you doing? Why are you attacking me? You weren't trying to teach me something, are you? Hey, what's the big idea? Me, Susie, I'm your friend, right? A letter for you. Don't you recognize me? Say something. Say something already. Come on, say something already. Hey, I'm telling you, I want to hurt you, so just... Chris, let's go. Chris, hey. There's something wrong. What's wrong with the old man? You have to figure out how to get through him. Chris, the hell are you doing? It's the old man. Chris, why didn't you recognize me? Stop him before anyone gets hurt. Susie refuses to fight. Detail the heart coming from the left side till Chris gets here is so good. It's real. There's so many cool little details. Oh yeah, it's grayed out. Susie doesn't want to fight. Try to attack. Susie stood in your way. Do I? Screwed up. Screwed up making the Stark Road. Trying to see him again, even though he's already. Man, listen, I screwed up, I know, but I can bring you to our castle town. Bring you there, you'll be all better. It's gonna correct Oriel. Hysterical if true. Fuck! We don't have to hurt you. You don't have to hurt us. If Halsey shows up, use pacify, right, Chris? All we have to do is wait for the old man to get tired. Screw it, old man. It's really you. I know something you gotta recognize. Yeah. See this? You didn't forget my green sparkles, did you? happened to his... Freaky skull helmet. See? Who's the old man? Huh? One of the statues in his shape from his study. Must have begun moving when you made Dark World. Statue. And the old man... He's not in this world, sadly. Darkness is patterned after the memory of a loved one, and to only appear in very specific darknesses. And if we tried to bring him to Castletown, he... Why didn't you say something earlier? Huh? First the roaring thing, then you not being real. Now this? What is wrong with you? You know something, why didn't you just... Tell us! Hey, I'm... sorry, I know so many things, so many things I don't want... I don't... know so many things... I don't know when to say them. I don't want to say them to worry you, to... I end up not saying anything. I mean, you know so many things. The rules of this world, but the prophecy. Though, prophecy says will happen. Didn't ask to know, but I do. Sorry if it creeps you out. Sorry if I won't tell you everything. Just, sometimes knowing things hurts. If anyone's going to hurt, let it just be me, okay? Oops, sorry. Ralsei. That why you've been acting so weird today? You keep... Hey, I'm trying to stay ahead of you, too. You don't have to see it. You won't. Because it would... See? What? Ending. Prophecy. What, that last prophecy thing? Susie, you didn't... No, I mean, almost did, but... Please let me go ahead from now on. Please. Do every area. I'll do all the work. Next time, too. You just hang out and have fun. Do all the puzzles I could... Hey, look, it's okay, man. The last prophecy thing, I don't need to see it. So, if it helps, whenever you gotta, go ahead alone. Everything else, doing it together, as a team. Cute. That was a good sprite standing up. Nothing's gonna change that. Nothing. Will you like it or not, Toothpaste Boy? Easy. First knew you to make someone cry. Sorry. I'm just glad you're friends with me. Be more honest, Susie, I promise. Even if it means sounding weird. Ralsei? Wouldn't get any weirder if you tried. You, Susie. Thanks? Let's get out of here, Chris. Let's get the fuck out of here. We got a boss to kill. Susie, a few things I still can't say, but from now on, I want to tell you everything I can. So, know any codes to any doors? No. Most important, Kaka. No matter what, I'm still here. Wanna know what I know? Well, now, dude. And, anything about Noelle? Know which items of ours she can equip? Then again, you're supposed to equip ribbons. Okay. Actually, no, Jack. Great. Leads back to the start. You want to know the code to the door? Yeah. 2202. Ah, written on me. Since I'm the most important. Thanks. Well, we'll go steal the fountain. Okay. Going to serve has never gone on without me. Must be the most important of all. Always have a fire extinguisher, and always make sure your fire extinguisher is up to date. Well, this is it. In a sec. No, 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 no. Back again. Huh, really worked. Now. Alrighty. Exciting stuff. Same as before. First time. There's the original Dark Worlds, formed partially of the fountain inside there, too. Knight's two fountains. Makes sense. A similar world as before. Similar, huh? Chris, the knight is waiting in there. There's no time to think about anything else. Go. Wait. What? We pose? Fine, dumbass. Cute. All around you, blue glass glitters like crystals. You approach it, the glowing light shines through them, creating a prism only you can see. That second fountain calling us. I'm sorry to be over there. Just let's go. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Mario, maybe we kill the first guy. Oh, it's so nice having the damage from Ralsei on top of everything. We'll finally kill things in one fucking round. Ow. What is Deltarune? A miserable pile of secrets. Ah, fuck. So dark. Only played one Castlevania game? I've played 0 Castlevania games. I've seen a ton of clips from the anime, which is apparently really, really good. Right, weird piano. Anime's so good. I wish I had Netflix sometimes. Because there's so much stuff that I'm missing out on from it. Like, I really want to watch the Delicious in Dungeon dub. It looks really good. Deltarune Hollow. But I read all of the manga. The manga was really good. But I think the voice actors in the English dub did a really, really good job. Same thing that made the Castlevania anime I left all my heart. Made the GNC anime that I only despise. What do we have for items? A bunch of Scar Licks or Spin Cake. Wow, we're fucking kidding. We haven't used any recently. Kick some ass. Mountain. Feels presence just past this wall. Hey, wait. How are we gonna climb up there now? Friends need help. Jack, what are you doing here? It's dangerous. Now get back to the study, dude. Jack, fear no danger. Friends, I helped Jack climb out of a pit of bad feelings and loneliness. Jack, we'll help friends climb anything now. We have another choice here anyway. Okie dokie on my shoulders, please. It's so much fun to do Jack's voice. All becomes thin here. Let's be careful. Hey, friends. If Jack move, wall break, everyone fall down. What are we supposed to do then? Climb off, Jack. Leave Jack here. What? Hell if we're leaving you behind. Susie. We have to be realistic. Let's just climb off carefully. Shoulder is so broad. Jack, stay here. Very still. Hurry, Jack. We'll seal the fountain as fast as we can. No! Jack! Is it different now too? Is it? I didn't think this bit would be different. Alright, where's my VOD? We're starting to look like heroes. This Jack is dead in this road. Right, we didn't get this far on that one. Well, not participating in capitalism. Not redoing secrets. Oh, I'm the spoiler boy. God, I've made too many of these fucking stupid fucking names. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we fall together with Jack in the regular route, and then are saved by the little cup guys. Yeah, everyone comes to help us, but we fucking killed everyone, so no one's here to help us. So Jack just fucking dies for us. Oh, that's real sad. Damn it. Didn't see him land or anything. Think there's any chance he's still okay? Rosie, what do you think? Hey. That goddamn knight. That goddamn knight! Susie, don't climb so fast! Yeah, we don't have any friends to come save Jack. And us. So we climb off of Jack and Jack fucking dies. Getting dark. Let's stick together. Cute. Ow. Damn it. It's so dark we can't see anything. Keeps up, we'll be... Chris? Chris, what is that light? This segment's great. Susie! Susie, what are you doing? We're gonna let Chris hog all the bullets. If you don't help Susie up. Chris, as long as any pain I can take in your place, I'll be there, okay? That's the end of it. Yeah. Finish this. Alright. Time to end this. You. Know how to run this time, dumbass. I don't know where you put Toriel, but it's over. Fountain's just past you, isn't it? That means we don't even have to beat you. All we gotta do is get past you, and it's over. You can't beat us in the light world, can you? That's... keep running, isn't it? Hey. It's so funny. Chris, why are they laughing? Laughing because you know I'm right, don't you? You lose that fountain, it's over. Don't. I really like that sprite for Ralsei. It's so horrified. Don't make another fountain. This has such good sprite work. It looks so cool. They're dull in the light world. They could probably kick our asses. I mean, maybe. You just pull out a gun. What is that thing? It's a Titan. Hell is a... Here's no time to explain. Come on, climb on. It won't attack itself. Sometimes the power of friendship doesn't win. Sometimes the enemy just has a gun. There's not much the power of friendship can do. About a 9mm. Granted, I don't think the power of friendship is completely helpless against the 9mm, but, you know. Bit of an uphill battle. Sometimes the fact that the main characters are children fighting adults actually matters. Yeah. I think we're safe. For the time being, we stay here. It's a matter of time till it finds us. Rosie, what the hell is that thing? The fountain's power becomes too strong. Though darkness roars wild. It makes that Titan. Fear of the dark. Bump in the night. Shadow the backside of your mind. No consciousness. It only exists to destroy. Well, the hell are we supposed to beat it? Hey, I can. Hatching so fast. Unless... Chris, you can seal fountains, can't you? Maybe. Titan is anything like a fountain. But... And... It's found us. Find a place to climb on to climb back on, fast. Interesting, that run animation didn't have the sword out. Jump here and make it back on. What? It's already spawning? I choose violence. Violence, we get anything? Or is this just gonna take way longer with violence? Surely we must get stronger. $101? Holy shit, Susie! Now that's worth 75 TP. God, I wonder what it's like if you just farm Gerson. Like, what happens? I didn't go down from 75. 75 might be the limit. All right? Get back on. It did feel like a bit of a waste of time, but we did get stronger. Eat. This is a cool chase sequence. I like this. The pillars? It's a really cool little segment. Doesn't look like we can go much higher. Rosa, you okay? Hey. Fine, just a little rattled. Hell yeah. Susie, I'll mention it. Let's go. Wingblade. We don't need that. Oh, get the black shard. Fuck yeah. God, that probably would have made it way easier. Rather we had the black shard. World basked in purest light, beneath it grew eternal night. Light and dark, both burning dire, a countdown to the earth's expire. Fountains free, the roaring cries, the titan shape from darkened eyes. End the line, huh? It seems so. You just wait for the titan to show up, huh? No. Already been here the whole time. Hey, dumbass. Don't know if you got the memo, but we're heroes. There's a whole lot of stuff written in our lives. It's just a man. Yeah, that totally is just like a bald man. If they like did the pixel art based off the highlights on him. Get the guns. Yeah. Get out of our way. Or as soon as my hands stop shaking, Max is gonna chop you in half. Got it? Chris, Rosie, let's go. Your accurate shadow looking at us. Yeah, just violence isn't gonna do it, right? fight ends violently originally anyways. Yeah, I figured as much. Fuck him up, Susie. Shield's back. Chris, take it down again. I wonder if dual heal gets crazy. Because Susie has had so much practice. I keep forgetting about the little floaters. Gotta love the classic throw my children at you attack. Get a party heal going. Now. Unleash. Oh shit, we broke this phase already. Wow. Do it? Hey, wait. What's it doing? It's regenerating. Rosie, how do we stop it? Hey, oh no. God love the classic eat my children to heal attack. Seems we were only damaging its outer shell. As long as the inside is intact, this battle will just keep... I suppose let's have to keep on fighting. A hammer of justice. What are y'all giving up for? Not out of ideas yet, are you? Old man, thought you were I was looking for a change of scenery. This is a bit ridiculous. Come on, let's get this, fella. Yeah. Not bad. Right? Still, you only harm the outside. You don't know what you gotta do, right? Chris, I got an idea, but you're gonna have to put your life in my hands. Kind of literally. Yeah, what am I asking for? We both know I got this, right? Let's go. Full is shining. A new act appeared. Susie's idea. Nah, screw it. Get dunked on. Temmy Chang making Chris's idle animation. It shows. Temmy's such an amazing animator. We didn't know how to describe it, so he acted it, and Temmy made this funny animation out of it. I think you told me this last time, and it's still really funny. Wonder could Susie see the soul? You did it. Chris, deal with that red heart thing. Oh yeah, there it is. Is that your... Stop staring at it. Stop staring, Susie. It's rude. Wait a sec, the old man... Come on, we gotta talk to him. Chris. Chris, you're alright. Can't believe it actually worked. We actually defeated a Titan. If we can do that, then... Chris, where's Susie? Susie, wait! Last prophecy, the story's end. No! Susie, stop! Have we, like, frame perfect what this is? Then when all hope is lost for the tale. Final tragedy unveils. Save the world, there's only one way. Susie, don't look! No, okay. We don't actually see it. Susie, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Shut up. Hell are you apologizing for? Worried about that? Seriously? Stupid prophecy. I'm pretty sure you did, yeah. Because I very much remember like, oh yeah, Temmy's a great animator. something like that would happen. Wouldn't let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. And obviously you wouldn't let it happen. So why wouldn't you laugh? Just stupid. Stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Just seal the fountain, okay? Susie, he's a really nice person, Chris. You'd be so kind. Ow. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't say the whole prophecy at first. Just, what if I said something different? You did something different. Just kind enough. Perhaps by the time we got here, it would change. But no matter what we do, fate already decided. It's such a good use of color. Just changing up the sprite to have Susie's blood on Ralsei's face. Oh man. Sorry, don't look at me. don't mean to always everything about me. Sorry, Everything's okay, Chris. Look, smiling. Good, keep smiling. Of course. Count on me. I'll make sure we... Wonderful adventure tomorrow. The next day, too. After all, that's what you want, isn't it? I'm not... Oh, man, that's really upsetting. That really doesn't make me happy, that option. Only then will the worlds be saved. Oh, man. It's fucking cold. Good, keep smiling. That's so fucked. Hey, Chris, can I tell you a stupid dream I have? No matter what, I want to keep being friends with you and Halsey. Sun comes up again. Tomorrow to be the same as yesterday. And the next day, just the same as that. And in the end, I always go back to the way things were before. You don't have to say anything back, Chris. Thinking the same thing. Aren't you, dumbass? Susie's smile, which seemed to defeat everything, shined on in front of you. For a moment, it was as if all the darkness had blown away. As if in imitation, your soul begins to glow. I think that's the same, other than me actively choosing a different choice. Because I definitely didn't pick good, keep smiling. But I think it's pretty much the same as last time. Real? Hey, Knight? Chris, Oriel even... Just go. God, this place is trashed. It was nice after the rain. The bench is wet. All probably going to be pretty much identical. Closed. Closed. Please, flimsy and wet. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's closed. Let me just go home. Quiet inside. Peek inside. These are regular flat screen TV, regular looking kitchen. A bit messy, nothing special. Let's go to your house. Nothing going on here. Diner's closed. Macy's closed. Cardboard stand to replace the pizza place while it's closed. Well, it's more sanitary. So that's moved. Workboard is covered with tons of paper and documents littered the floor. There a animation here? Yeah, there was. Lots to reflect upon. That? No? Like someone's playing a song out there. No, the other side of the lake. I think this is the same? Thought I got something on my face or something? Say what's on your mind, say nothing. Huh? Talking with your mouth closed. I think that's the same. Go. Chris? Come on, we can't just sit here forever. Chris, don't howl. Alright, sure. That gate appears to be locked. It's your mom's van. So, mind if I... Chris? Suddenly you're filled with hours of muscle memory from a battle you've never fought. I've not danced the jitterbug like this in ages. Well, you are bugging me, so jitter away. Why? Why didn't the skeleton have anybody to dance with? Because he had no body to dance with. Good one. Not only did you totally botch that joke, but, I'm dancing with you. It doesn't make any sense. Love that meme so much. Are we, interrupting something? Follow-up meme to it? Oh, Chris, Snoozy. Oh no, you're not interrupting anything. We're looking for you at church and, Sorry, I canceled choir practice today due to the rain. The weather was so bad and... Chris, Susie, have you met Mr. Sands? Hey, Oh, Susie, did you want to stay over again? You could just sleep in, Azrael's bed then. Think I gotta be going, actually. Oh, alright. See you later, honey. I mean, Susie. Later. Chris, is Susie okay? Hey, she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure it all out. Meanwhile, let's get back to business. Chris, what about you? You want a party?
Chris, party, board games.
And hey, we don't gotta do just disco dancing, kid. You jump and the attack comes from the ceiling. Play some brand new music too. How about we pump up the tunes?
The tunes, pump up the tunes. Chris, where are you going? I'm not going to. I'm going to bed already. There are pancakes in the fridge if you want them, dear. Good night, honey.
Bottle of ketchup stands defiantly. Alright, is there any snow grave to round this out? We're locked in the cage again. It Sans immediately stops to fighting us. Why'd you jump? I think I've seen that one. It's really funny. Phone? Chris. There? And leave a message. You're going to the festival tomorrow, aren't you? Wanted to confirm. Well said. Really looking forward to seeing you. Ah. That sure is different. Oh boy. Oh boy, that sure is different. It's really weird, really weird and messed up. Ah. I don't remember how it ended last time, but it sure as hell didn't end like that. No, I was looking forward to seeing you. Oh no. Yeah, that's, oh. Oh, man, way to instantly give me goosebumps. That was, oh. I didn't like that. No, siree, I did not like that. Wow. Time for the video leaked? Fuck yeah, we'll do a watch party. Well done. The halfway mark has been attained. But it is still waiting. How much longer? My Deltarune. Noelle is fully broken now. Yeah. That's really uncomfy. Chapter 5. 2026, sometime this year. Let's see that star. Can't see the star from here. So much is happening this year. There it is. So much is going on, yeah. Alrighty. There is... That's all of Deltarune! Hell yeah! This was sick! What a cool fucking game! God, I can't believe how fucking different things are shaping up to be for the festival tomorrow. Wow! Still 3 chapters left, yeah! So there's the festival coming up, chapter 5. I imagine that's gonna be a big chunk of, like, that will be the festival chapter. Also, in universe, like, in the game, this has been, what, 3 days? And 2 nights? Chapter 1 to chapter 4? That's pretty wild. Interesting, Azrael come back from college. Oh my god, yeah. That's pretty crazy. It's really funny that this just takes 0 time whatsoever. Like, this entire game has taken place over the course of 3 days. It's like, I haven't played it myself, but I've heard that, like, Psychonauts takes place over 2 days, despite the 2 games being released over the course of 14 years. Something crazy like that. Okay. This is gonna drive me mad, so let's exit that. uh... So, yeah, that was Deltarune. That's some cool ass shit. I am really excited to see where this goes. I'm gonna play the regular route first whenever Chapter 5 does come out. Probably drop everything I'm doing and just start Undertale stream. Try to start a Deltarune stream. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm looking forward to just a totally cool and nothing awful happening festival date with third wheeling Noelle and Susie. That's gonna be fun. And then having a and then And then having a festival date with Noelle in the totally normal and everything is fine timeline. That is Snowgrave. Nothing terrible is happening in that route. Nope. Yeah. Let's go. Should we do the do a quick change this to whatchamacallit? His category to fuck. Blanking on it. What's the category Twitch uses for watch party stuff? No idea. Is it just chatting? Watch. Would capture. Mike. Want. Window capture. Browser. Uh. Oh, I have. What is this? So long since I've changed stuff. Flash video. Looks fine. We also need. Location audio. Browser audio. Oh, why isn't that on my mixer? Why? Why is this not working? Why? Shit. We'll do this instead. Move that under here. That. Change the category. Media. There, nope. Just chatting. Add text to YouTube Reddit. There we go. And do.
Recently,
There we go. All right, let's take a look at this.
Recently, I saw a comment of someone genuinely not knowing why people were so obsessed with Undertale character Dr. W.D. Gaster in regards to Deltarune. The replies were people either agreeing and not knowing the significance of the character on a meta level, neither canon nor fanon, or people being just as floored as I am that others are missing the obvious hint.
Missing the obvious hint. All right, so time to get in some nerd shit. Hell yeah. All right, so I know about Gaster. I played Undertale a good couple times, so I'm very familiar with all of the theories and whatnot about Gaster, the magical scientist who was from before Alphys. I'm sure they'll get into the video. I'm sure they'll get into the video before. Or after, before we get into like the before how it's applicable to Deltarune. But I guess to establish some ground rules that I have managed to suss out between Undertale and Deltarune. Deltarune, in the world of Undertale, there are these parallel timelines and parallel worlds in which someone does something, different effect happens, and there are these individuals who, through determination or through some other means, are able to hop between these different timelines, either transferring their consciousness in between these worlds into another version of themselves, or to some effect jumping to another timeline, which this branch is just now happening, and then sort of like a little bit of time travel maybe, and then making a different choice. It very explicitly happens in Undertale with Flowey, who has done everything, talked to everyone, saved everyone, killed everyone, got bored, gave up, and then we showed up, and we have the same power, and our will overrides Flowey's will. Who we later learn is Asriel. It's very much hinted that this kind of research was going on before Alphys took over as the royal scientist, and was done by the previous royal magical scientist W.D. Gaster, who vanished under mysterious circumstances. We know that what he was working on before he disappeared was his experiments into determination. And something happened that caused him to disappear. It's been said that he is related to the Skeleton Brothers, Sans and Papyrus, mostly because one of Sans' attacks is called a Gaster Blaster. There's some other minutia that I'm forgetting in the moment, but Gaster is very important to the background and the DNA of Undertale. Not like an explicit he's related to the story, but he's there, he's important, he matters. Going forward with Deltarune, Deltarune is one of these parallel worlds that has diverged way, way back, I think. Or it's diverged at such a point that everything is so much more different. That the people are the same, but the context around which the world is now functioning is completely shifted. Whether that is through a branching thing or like a parallel Earth that never had these kind of systems in it in the first place. So it would be very strange if in Deltarune we have so many characters overlapping in a similar capacity, but in a different context, that we wouldn't have this very pivotal character from Undertale, Gaster, not be here, not doing anything. Personally, I haven't really seen anything that would matter for Gaster, but there are some things that I can't explain. For example, what is with the garbage noise? Who is promising these things to the secret bosses in order to spur them into action? What is going on with the Dark Shards? What happened with Sham? Those are questions that I have that hasn't really been addressed so far as I'm aware. But it is hinting at some other, like, villain in the shadows, it would seem. And if Gaster is indeed this character, that would make sense that it's not just some random new guy. It is also some guy from Undertale who is exerting a similar influence that he did in the previous game. So let's see what Misty Sparkles has to say.
Then I realized Undertale's popularity reached a peak around 2016. That was years ago now. Dr. Gaster was a big point of interest, and all the evidence of his existence and significance is basically buried on fan wikis and ancient Tumblr posts, which may or may not even exist anymore. If you played Undertale in isolation right now, it's likely you will just never find out about any of this.
Probably not. It must be very strange going into a game like Undertale, because it's very storied and there's all these like theory crafting videos about it. There's all this fan art, but like, again, Undertale's around 10 years old now, huh? It's awful, horrible. I hate it. Undertale's over 10 years old now because it was released in like 2015, right? But it hit its peak in 2016. So like, yeah, it's like almost 11 years old now. What does Steve say it is? Undertale. Yeah, September 15th, 2015. It's over 10 years old now. That's awful. I hate that. Oh, man, I hate that. Wow. All right. Where are you going to ignore that? Ignore that troubling number. But as I was saying, yeah, it must be very strange to try and get into Undertale because everything has been spoiled to hell. And it's not like some super dense thing like Metal Gear is, where it's like you do need to play through everything to make sense of it. Undertale itself is a very self-contained experience, but like you've got like you get like a 4 in 100 chance to see anything about Gaster. And then there's like a 30% chance after that of you actually meeting Gaster at all in Undertale. It's something crazy like that. So like it must be very strange going into it.
You either need to be able to decompile the game, or you just need the internet where other people can do that more easily and find out all about it there. In contrast, I knew who Dr. Gaster was before I even played the game.
Alright, let's play this game. We're gonna Google a character. We're gonna see how long it takes for NSFW to pop up on Google Images. W.D. Gaster. Boy, he sure is fucking very Tumblr sexy, man. Yep, okay. A lot of hands. Nope, nothing untoward, it would seem. There is one of him blushing. That's not exactly, It looks like Gaster's pretty safe. Oh. No, okay. We're good. Nothing exciting. Cowards and weaklings.
That's how big of a deal he was seen in the early months of the fandom. That has waned over time because there is no conclusion to Dr. Gaster. He existed in the world of Undertale, now he doesn't. We can't even be 100% sure what he even looks like. So here's a video explaining who the hell Dr. W.D. Gaster is and why he's painfully significant to Deltarune.
Please
I'm
do
going
tell
to
me
try
why
to
he
list
is
things
painfully
as
significant.
objectively as humanly possible, as much Gaster information and content has since been overrun by fanon, since you kind of had to make things up if you wanted to make any fan content for him.
Yeah, another thing about Undertale is that there's so much, because it existed in 2015, 2016 internet space, and I guess specifically on like Tumblr and fan fiction and shit like that. The fanon has so overwhelmingly overwritten like huge swaths of the source material, which sometimes is fine. It's very fun going through it, but like there's so much not unofficial Undertale stuff that like this is not canon. It's really cool, but you cannot be... You have to be very discerning what you're consuming if you want a real understanding of Undertale. It's a very fine balancing act, and it's very cool. It's very fun to do, but like it can get real confusing. Because I've played some of the Undertale fan stuff. I had a really good time with Red. It's a like one-off Undertale fight. It's so cool that exists. Red is so good. Yeah. There's a couple of them that I'm not remembering off the rip that I also tried. One that I saw, I think a year or so ago. The like someone did a whole fan game of the Yellow Soul, the cowboy one. That is something I do want to check out because that looks really cool. But it's just like as like a prequel, as like an unofficial prequel to Undertale of the guy who came before Frisk. Yeah, that's but again, it's just so much extra stuff that fans have made that you kind of it's very difficult to sift through that to get to the real Undertale lore.
For him, I will try to make it clear when I am neither speculating or repeating a popular fan theory. Okay? Here we go. There is a hidden character in Undertale named Dr. W.D. Gaster. He was Asgore's former royal scientist before Dr. Alphys. You can find out about him through hidden NPCs that can rarely be seen during regular gameplay and can be manipulated into appearing through simple edits of easily accessible files. Using an otherwise useless mechanic, the fun value. Fun value is a random number generated at the start of a playthrough, and depending on what number you get, many things will possibly occur. Here's a handy chart I found on the Undertale wiki.
It's so strange seeing Frisk, because I'm so used to seeing Chris now. It's very strange to see Frisk, because just how much further Toby and the Deltarune team has come in their sprite work. Because the Deltarune sprites are so good looking. And not to say that the Undertale sprites are bad. They do a very good job of getting their point across, much to their like it's a huge part of their charm in that these rather simple sprites that like a lot of people say are like MS Paint sprites, but like they're really good looking and they do a very good job of animating and conveying personality. But like they've become so much further. Even just like chapter 1, seeing seeing Chris, who's got like the shaded eyes under their hair. Like, there's no shadows on Frisk whatsoever. It's wild. Susie's got such an expressive sprite all of the time. It's great. I just thought Chris was just Frisk as a teenager when I first played the game. It kind of leads you to assuming that. But it's as soon as you like get out into the village, into the town, like things don't line up. So it's like it's a very like easy assumption to make, but like it's not quite there. And I guess with the variability of the ending, yeah, it's very do a very good job of like tricking you like that in the outset.
The gray monochrome NPCs will tell you a story about how Dr. Gaster was a brilliant scientist who created the core in Hotland, but then fell into his creation. It can be inferred that the creation is the core, since it was mentioned shortly after the comment about him making it, but the Gaster followers' dialogue can be just vague enough to make me doubt literally anything they say. After he fell into his creation, Gaster seemed to have vanished, implied to have been erased from existence entirely, probably even everyone's memory. He was said to be shattered across time and space. The very hidden log known as entry number 17 can be found by easily editing the files to room 264. This room is labeled room_Gaster in the files of the game. The entry is written entirely in all caps Wingdings font. It can therefore be easily assumed that the WD stands for Wingdings.
Right,
Thus
because
can be
all of the
assumed
skeletons
that Dr.
were
Wingdings Gaster might also be a skeleton,
are
considering
fonts,
the theme
yeah.
of naming skeletons after fonts, and them speaking their text boxes in those
In
fonts.
those fonts,
It's
right?
also entirely
Papyrus
possible
speaks
that
in
Gaster is
Papyrus.
just the
Sans
Aster
speaks in
font
Comic
with D
Sans.
tacked on. He gets two. In entry number 17, once translated into actual words, reads what seems to be the middle of a conversation about an experiment. Entry number 17, dark, darker, yet darker. The darkness keeps growing, the shadows cutting deeper. Photon reading is negative. This next experiment seems very, very interesting. What do you two think? It's my Gaster voice. I hope you like it.
It's a good Gaster
Remember
voice.
the phrases very, very interesting and darker yet darker.
Darker
They
yet
are
darker,
important
very,
for our
very interesting.
purposes.
Okay.
Please also remember this very distinct sound that plays while entry 17 is being read.
That's the garbage noise. That's the garbage cell phone call.
There are also apparently battle stats for
Oh my god.
in the files of the game. Every stat, defense, attack, and even the money payout upon defeat is just a series of 6.
Does Gaster mug you?
The fun value is at 66, either by way of pure 1 in 1,000 chance luck or by file editing. There is a 10% chance that you can find a gray door and waterfall that leads to a small room with this sprite. This sprite is called Mystery Man. Because of the fun value needing to be set at 66 and the battle stats all being 6s, this is the commonly assumed appearance of Gaster. It's technically speculation, but I feel like it would be genuinely weird if this didn't turn out to be him, considering
Okay.
the number 6 motif. This sprite can easily be seen as resembling a distorted cartoon skeleton, perfectly in line with the somewhat unorthodox skull shapes of Papyrus and especially Sans.
Yes,
The distortion
okay.
also
Makes
lines
sense.
up with being not whole, since Gaster was shattered across time and space. He has no nose, no legs, no visible arms, nothing that can even be interpreted as fingers, and generally looks a little melted. Him being melted and goopy is basically universally accepted fanon, but it's extremely possible in canon if he did in fact fall into the core, you know, the thing harvesting searing
yeah.
thermal energy. But speculation. I want to quickly say my own little theory here, so making it clear right now what I'm about to say is theory. I really
The
do
pointer
think
to the
that
theory in
this
the corner.
Mystery Man sprite has to be Dr. Gaster. Not just because of the 6s, but because seemingly every fun value event is somehow related to Gaster. Other events include Sans prank calling you. Sans is implied to be somehow connected to Gaster. Alphys accidentally calls you when she's trying to order a pizza. Alphys is brought up a few times by the followers and shares Gaster's position as a royal scientist.
Okay.
The sound test room is only notable for containing Gaster's theme. 4 of the events are Gaster followers, and there's one involving the mascot, Icy, who was brought up once in all of Undertale by Sans, but is a prominent corporate mascot in the world of Deltarune. The misfits here seem to be the
Right.
Wrong Number song, and for a few years, Clam Girl. Clam Girl is
Clam
an
Girl.
NPC in Waterfall who talks about her neighbor's daughter, Susie. This now adds
Susie?
in retrospect, but even more than that, when the Switch port came out, if you got Clam Girl by sheer dumb luck and talked to her after you beat the final boss Azrael, she goes grayscale and says the time you will meet Susie is fast approaching. Chapter 1 came out a little over a month later.
A little over a month later? Really? That's amazing.
Vague, but they ask if they can talk to someone whose name starts with a G. You'd think Gaster, but hey, it could be Grillby or Gerson. It could be.
Oh my
G-Spam.
god. Gerson is so yellow? Why is he so yellow?
Gaster, but hey, it could be Grillby or Gerson.
He's such a different shade of green originally? I don't remember that at all. I thought he was always like the bright green. No. He also doesn't have any pink hair. Which is very different. God, there is some differences. Not only just is the sprite updated, but like, yeah, that's a very different Gaster that we see. Not Gaster, a very different Gerson we see.
Gerson. It could be G-Spamton. Oh my god, I don't know.
No,
I don't
probably
think
not
G
G-Spamton.
was put here for no good reason, though. However, I can't tell you with any amount of certainty what I think it stands for. I think Gaster might be the explanation here, but that
Yeah.
might be confirmation bias.
Probably
So,
is
theory
confirmation
over.
bias, but
Back
still.
to the Mystery Man sprite. The only other sprite
Okay.
that could possibly be him appears in a debug room, which is just for developer testing, and therefore might have no actual significance on actual canon. This could have possibly just been for making sure the Wingdings font was working properly, but I'm not going to rule this sprite out. Something also notable,
Entirely
but
possible.
doesn't tell us too much, is that the skulls Sans uses to shoot lasers when he megalovanias you are called Gaster Blasters in the files.
Yes.
This does at least tell us that Sans has got to have something to do with Gaster. Sans is also seemingly good
Makes
friends
sense.
with Alphys, but no one really knew that. And they seem to have worked on a mysterious mystery machine together. Not that one. Because the handwriting is said to be very bad on the blueprints.
I think that very famously is the it was called out in like one of the first game theory videos about Undertale, which linked which says that's the time machine from Earthbound.
And it's said several times that Alphys' handwriting is very bad. As mentioned before, there is a hidden sound room in Snowdin, activated by Fun Value, that includes Gaster's theme.
What is
A
Gaster's
simple,
theme?
creepy melody. Once it is playing, it cannot be stopped.
Okay. It's very funny. It can't be stopped.
Then
That's
it
so
says,
strange.
Thank you for the feedback. If you try to put the name Gaster at the beginning of either Undertale or Deltarune, the game immediately crashes the second you put in the last letter. You don't even hit enter, it just crashes. Now, what does
Oh.
any of that Undertale bullshit have to do with Deltarune? Everything. This has everything to do with Deltarune. You know how Undertale characters feature prominently in Deltarune? I'm
Right,
halfway
yeah.
convinced Gaster is actually a Deltarune character that somehow weaseled his way into Undertale. In a tweet
It does
regarding
make sense,
Chapter
yeah.
2, Toby Fox has said he's glad Deltarune is being seen as its own thing, rather than just purely in its relation to Undertale.
Oh, also, what is that real? When it was revealed that Toby Fox was working on Toy Story 5, like, was that was that real that he's voicing Gaster in Toy Story 5? What the fuck's up with that? Like, is that just people fucking taking the piss? Toby Fox, Toy Story 5. It's probably a meme, unless I don't know if Cindy said Toby Fox not help make Toy Story 5. Certainly not trying to sound condescending or anything. I feel like it's pretty obviously a joke. He's acting like he's worked on all the Toy Stories. I thought everyone acted like it was real. It was pretty real as it was not. Probably a friend inside me reference. Hence why it's a joke. Huge role in Strive. Turns out he worked on a piece of background music or something for it. Be a troll. Also, first time speculating happened if it's actually true. Also been involved with brief cameo in some way. Toby isn't some niche indie creator anymore. It wouldn't be anything significant if there was something, but it wouldn't rule it out completely. It was also fucking funny, so he could be doing it for a bit. Both are equally valid. Very funny either way. Let's this then.
Which it should be. It is its own game. Most of the main characters are unique to Deltarune, and it has its own separate story and world. But even if Deltarune is its own thing, its own universe where no plot points from Undertale ever carry over, Deltarune can't be divorced from Undertale.
It really
Undertale
can't, yeah.
is context for things that happen in Deltarune. Whenever you download it anywhere, it always is sure to say it's a game for people who have finished Undertale. Many characters
Well,
from
it used to. Oh, yeah, because I didn't see that message. That's interesting.
Undertale reappear here, some even being entirely unchanged. Hi, Sans. Many just have a change of costume or career and are otherwise the same person. There are many jokes that fall completely flat if you're not familiar with Undertale.
Power of recurring base
Who's Alfie?
sales.
The joke that hammers in that this is an alternate universe. A book so you don't forget the name of Hot's Fire Guy. That one's really obscure if you only finish Undertale
Hot's
once.
Fire Guy, Heat's Flamin'.
Asriel has a picture of a flower on his wall. The plots in the graveyard are the amalgamates. The first time we meet Deltarune Asgore directly mirrors when we meet him in Undertale. Spamton Neo is literally using Metaton Neo's body, and the song Power of Neo plays exactly how it was presented in Undertale within Spamton Neo's battle theme.
Oh yeah, underneath it there's Power of Neo, yep.
Neo is known for its high defense. Since two Undertale are obviously
yep, I remember that one. That's really funny.
I think the desire is more to not think of Deltarune as just Undertale 2, or assuming it's the same universe and that the pacifist or murder roots are going to affect it at all. So I'm not saying that Deltarune and Undertale are somehow secretly directly linked and the story is all
Don't worry
going
about
to come
Undertale.
back around
Consider
to
Undertale.
I don't want it to. I like Deltarune for being Deltarune. It is its own story, but doing so riddled with references to the game that is its direct predecessor. Hell,
Yeah.
I don't even necessarily think that the Gaster in Undertale is the Gaster in Deltarune, but I think it's reasonable to assume we can use the information from Undertale and apply it here.
Well, that makes
The
sense, yeah.
association with the number 6, the similar way his dialogue gets formatted are very basic things that would probably get carried over to a different version of the character. With that said, Gaster has an absolutely undeniable presence in Deltarune, more so than he ever had in Undertale. This actually predates the game Deltarune itself. Deltarune.com has existed since, I believe, 2015, 3 years before Chapter 1 came out, and
That does make sense because, like, the Deltarune is a, like, that's the symbol in Undertale, right?
the year Undertale itself came out. On it was a dark image called him.png that if Brighton would show the text in all caps wingding font reading, "This next experiment seems very, very interesting."
Very
Then
funny.
it changed
Hysterical.
to another message in all caps wingding.
Oh, really?
The plot of Deltarune. 3 heroes appear to banish the angels' heaven. It's Dr. Gaster. I don't know why I'd need to go on because of how obviously Gaster is god of the Deltaverse, but I will. Also note that both those images are called him.png. There is a file related to Gaster in Undertale called him, and the song that plays in the intro of Chapter 1 is called Another Hymn. Another Gaster. 2 of them. Then there was a series of surprise tweets on the Undertale Twitter on October 30th, 2018. These tweets are written
What
in
the
all
fuck?
caps with odd spacing, very reminiscent of Entry 17. Welcome. Have you been looking for me?
Oh.
How wonderful. I have been looking for you as well. I have something I want to show you. Something I think you will find very, very interesting.
Oh.
When very, very interesting popped up in these tweets, I just about had a goddamn heart attack. Then chapter 1 actually comes out. At its beginning, we have most likely the same ominous voice as was on Twitter.
As a chapter 1 first released, I do remember that. Toby Fox just dropped like he hid Deltarune in like a survey, right? That he just dropped on Twitter like a fucking maniac. He just dropped it on Twitter. Hey, download this survey. Take this survey. Do it. Nothing untoward is going to happen. And then it just like asks you a couple questions and then it launches Deltarune chapter 1. That's insane. Just completely shadow dropped. Yeah.
I can't believe Twitter was actually useful for something. Another hymn playing. There's no hint bombs, like very, very interesting in this opening, but it is using all caps in the same distinct spacing. I assume the reason it's not in Wingdings is because we need to be able to read it. It wouldn't be very big shot of Gaster to make the seizure warning indecipherable. So if you want to be like a smartass and say, but he's not speaking in Wingdings, shut up. When the style of speaking is dropped and it's written in proper capitalization, theory time, there is an actually very compelling theory involving the Japanese translation that might suggest that this is the original fallen child default name Kara, whatever, from Undertale, who is already a similarly ominous presence.
Wait, hold on. What
Kara,
the
whatever, from Undertale.
Damn, bitch, you live like this? That's fucking funny.
A similarly ominous presence has taken over and hijacked the character creator, assigning you to Chris, a teenager not unlike Chara. Of course, since there are so many similarities between the two characters, you could also assume that this might have been Chris themselves, but that's going into vague, unprovable theory territory. Also, I'm not saying that this is the same Chara. It's very possible that there is a separate Chara in Deltarune. However, I like to think it's the same one.
In chapter 3, Tori will tell Chris about their dead twin sibling who died after eating grass. What? What?
It's very possible that there is a separate Chara in Deltarune. However, I like to think it's the same one, and they're dead now and are venturing between universes, and Gaster has to babysit his boss's kid for all eternity. Anyway, finally we get to the actual game. Let me stress that all of that I just cited was before the actual game begins. In the actual game, the main plot is about Chris and Susie, two teenagers that discover a dark world in the school supply closet. Come chapter 2, there appear to be multiple dark worlds, with new ones being created. What might this remind us of? The darkness keeps growing, the shadows cutting deeper, photon readings negative. This closet is emitting darkness, as if it had the same properties as light. I think photon readings would have to be negative in order to do that. Also, if you look at Deltarune's information, at least when it was just chapter 1, I haven't
It was survey _
the
program.
version is labeled 6.6.6. I don't know why Gaster is Satan.
These videos before chapter 3-4. It looks like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing any chapter 3 stuff going on.
Just go with it. Wait. Theory. Gaster fell into the core, and Deltarune is about an angel. Gaster's a fallen angel. Anyway, when you defeat these so hard it literally took me 3 years to beat him, bonus boss Jevil, he either spouts off something about the night, yet another vague ominous entity, or if you fight him, he foreshadows chapter 2's queen. Jevil is off. He's too giggly for comfort, doesn't always use the correct words or grammar, is absolutely obsessed with chaos, and seems to be aware that he's in a game. Also, I love him and he'll never know that. Once you beat him, you can go to Plush Toy Cat Shop shopkeeper Sham, who has officially ruined how I read the word seam, then will explain Jevil's deal. He met someone strange, someone who no one really knows who it was. After that, Jevil went fucking coconuts and started babbling about how everything was just a game. Nothing here is damning evidence until Sham says that because of this, their view of this world has grown darker yet darker.
Darker
What
yet
oddly
darker.
specific way of phrasing that, Sham. When Chapter 2 came around, the mystery narrator that we were presuming is Gaster returned to Twitter. No telling quotes here, but I want to point out how funny I find it that Gaster narrator thanks us for our patience in these difficult times. Not even being shattered across time and space keeps you safe from COVID. Gaster was out of work for like 3 months. It was terrible. Chapter 2 is pretty straightforward at the start, even if you're, murdering. When we get to the bonus
Even if
boss
you're
of this
murdering.
chapter in the normal route, Spampton and his Neo form, things become vague and ominous very quickly. After you beat Spampton Neo, the personifications of internet advertisements, the Addisons, all go to the garbage dump where Spampton has been living, and when talking to them one by one, Spampton's sad backstory is revealed. He was an
Right.
Addison like them. He still is, really. He has the same permanent smile, the same tasteful V-neck sweater, and the same nose. It took me far too long to notice their similarities, and I need to validate that by explaining it to you.
You know?
It's new information. He was very unlucky and never got attention until he suddenly started spending all of his time on the phone with someone. No one knows who it was, but suddenly Spampton was awfully popular to the point where all the other Addisons stopped hanging out with him because they felt unneeded. I'd like to point out that this game made me feel bad for ads. Jesus Christ. Eventually, whoever was calling
Shouldn't feel
him
bad for
suddenly
ads.
disappeared.
Fuck 'em.
While not perfectly fitting the puzzle pieces, I will say
Okay.
Gaster seems to have a real talent for suddenly disappearing from existence. But more
Yeah,
than that
yeah.
is the final Addison says that he went to check on Spampton after Spampton got evicted from
Right,
Queen's
I remember
Mansion.
this, yeah.
They didn't find Spampton, but found his phone with a receiver off
Phone
the
receiver on the
hook. When
hook.
the Edison tried to see
Garbage
who Spampton
noise.
had been talking to, they said they heard nothing but garbage noise. What makes that relevant is that if you try to use Chris's cell phone in the Dark World, it plays the exact sound that plays in Entry 17, a sound effect that isn't used at all anywhere else in the game in this state.
The garbage noise.
And describes the sound as nothing but garbage noise. Pretty much accepted that Jevil and Spampton were driven mad by the same mysterious force, but for a long time it wasn't terribly clear who that was. Many people were convinced it was Gaster, as he's the most vague, ominous, unnamed presence we have. He can tell them the true nature of the world they live in, because
Okay.
he more than anyone seems to be aware of how much of a video game this is. But many thought it was the Knight, also mysterious and vague. No one knew what the Knight's deal was, so it seemed reasonable to assume. Some people even thought they were the same person, that Gaster is the Knight. However, the end of Chapter 2 gave us a very compelling candidate for the Knight, so Nightgaster may be less likely now.
Ah, yes, so
But
this
there's
is
a garbage
definitely-
noise point that
This is definitely
cannot be
before
a
Chapter 3, then.
coincidence. Toby Fox is the writer. He's really good with sound. He approves everything that goes into the game. He knew what this was going to be implying. So that is the undeniable, surreal breadcrumb trail of W.D. Gaster. I want to go over some things that could be damning evidence, but might also just be a coincidence. One thing is Gaster's theme. Undertale and Deltarune are known to reuse tunes, usually for very relevant reasons, like when characters have connections.
Heartache, right? World revolving.
Or maybe it's just the main theme of the game and sneaks its way into half the tracks.
Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.
It's everywhere. Yeah. It's in my dreams. Oh man, it really is everywhere. Really subtle sometimes. Sometimes it's not that subtle. Wow, I didn't even hear it in the library one. have to play the whole thing. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. It was a good time.
Gaster's theme might show up a few other times in Undertale, and seems like it shows up a lot more in Deltarune. I can't be entirely sure though, because Gaster's theme is very simple. It's 4 creepy sounding notes strung together, and then again in a different pitch. Some instances of what sounds like Gaster's theme might actually not be it, but rather because there's a simple melody that might share 2 notes with Gaster's theme.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I'm not even hearing it in this one.
This might be on purpose. It's so short and simple, actively and intentionally causing you to hear it everywhere. Like, it sort of sounds like it's playing very low in the bass of Rules card theme, but it's hard to completely make out. There's also an instance where it might be playing in the song Circus and the World Revolving, 2 songs associated with Jevil. Because of the extremely possible connection Jevil might have to Gaster, I am not ruling this out at all, but it's not an immediately obvious example. You can see how this could get tricky. Gaster's theme does, however, play very clearly in the background melody for Card Castle. I will not let that go. That is what's playing. And it has to be playing at that song in the very beginning where the guy who sounds like he's Gaster is speaking to us. It's just missing a note in the middle.
Okay.
I'm not
Is it here or is it just normal music? Yeah.
Musician and known leitmotif enthusiast Toby Fox didn't know what tune he was using so clearly for the main melody. Now, there's a lot of fan speculation and headcanons around Gaster. He is the perfect combination of vague mystery and information to work with. There's a very popular assumption that Dr. Gaster is Sans and Papyrus's father. This headcanon is not at all unfounded, even if there is no real implication of it in even the most buried of information. The reason people think this is due to things like Sans's Gaster Blasters. They are part of his own unique monster magic, but are distinctly named after another character, you know, like he's inherited them or something. There's also the vague possibility that Papyrus also has these, that they were part of his special attack that the annoying dog ruined. This is inferred from when you and Papyrus hang out if you spare him after doing the kill everyone route up to that point.
Absolute dissonance between what's happening and the music playing.
If you look at his bones, he says it's his special attack that could have blasted you had he used it. Too vague to prove anything, but notable enough to not dismiss it entirely.
There's
also the fact that it's rare to see multiple types of the same prominently featured monsters that aren't related or somehow connected. Every boss monster is related. Toriel and Asgore were married, and Azrael is their son. Outside of them, there are no other goats. Napstablook, Mad Dummy, the Ruins Dummy, and Metaton are the only ghosts and are all said to be cousins. It's a very sense-making assumption that all the skeletons are related to each other. Father is commonly assumed, but it's not our only option. He could be a third brother or a cousin. Now, and this is going to sound very tinfoil hat,
Excellent.
but
What you
there's
got?
a song found in the files of the Undertale demo called Grandpa Semi, likely referring to Semi-Seraph Ifont.
Grandpa Semi
seems to be a genuinely scrap character rather than a fake scrap character like Gaster. More proof of this is that if you mess with the concept art and notes Toby posted to his Twitter, you can see the writing on the back bleeding through, and Grandpa...
That's insane. That's what a crazy person does. What? That's right, we're this level of crazy and obsessive.
To his Twitter, you can see...
Like... What the fuck?
the writing on the back bleeding through, and Grandpa Semi is clearly written. This was a character at some
That sure does say Grandpa Semi. Wow. Kind of shit people do to find the One Piece. Have they found it yet? I think last I heard, someone has narrowed it down to like 4 square miles or something like that. A quick aside. Have they found the One Piece yet? Possible Suruga Bay, Japan. Some are planning to use has not officially been retrieved.
Somebody has already discovered the location of the real-life One Piece. By now, I'm sure you've already heard the news. It is because no land was visible from to Saru.
No. Crazy person. One Piece is fake. There's a chance they actually left that chest in the bottom of the ocean. I think if really something down, they just think it's the identity of the One Piece. Sure, whatever. I want to believe. Anyway, this is insane. This is crazy.
some point early on. It is also possible that this character might have morphed into Gaster over the course of development. So Gaster
Okay.
might be their grandfather.
Can your grandfather do this? Hey, ha, hoo, hey, ha, hoo, hey, ha. Oh.
Sadly, I have no smoking gun for the skeleton family claims, but there is one more thing that
Oh?
is very, very interesting.
All right, hit me. What you got?
The vaguest, most unprovable thing I want to bring up, just because
Excellent.
it's so simultaneously mysterious and hilarious.
What could this
is
be?
on Toby's aforementioned notes. On the notes for Papyrus, it says, has a brother named Comic Sans and a blank named blank. I had the thought that this was blacked out because it's early info that didn't go anywhere and he doesn't want to confuse anyone with thrown out concept art. But then why didn't he black out the whole thing? Why leave the end A and named very clearly in there? Toby knew exactly what he
Oh, 100%. It's also so funny that he needed 4 rectangles to do that. You can see very clearly there's one big one, one big one, one big one, and then there's a little one that just overlaps right beside the A.
he was doing when he posted this.
Oh, that's it. All right. But Gaster matters. The Deltarune Part 2. Oh, okay. We've got. All right, we got some more stuff to do. So let's. Did you watch Part 2? I don't know. Did you? It's 13 minutes. We can watch it a little bit.
Hello, Deltarune fans, especially the ones that subscribe to me and then were immediately disappointed. 2 years ago, I posted a video.
All right, maybe we can't do this. There is a Part 3. There is, in fact, a Part 3. Let's. Is there a Part 4? There is, in fact, all right. We can't be sitting here for an hour watching this. I got fucking endless dailies to do. I will watch these. Not on stream though, or maybe on stream. Maybe we'll have nothing to do next week, so we'll watch some Deltarune fan theories on YouTube. I don't know yet. I don't really have a plan. I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to do, but it was very quickly pointed out that my idea was horrible and might get me banned. So we're not doing that. We're gonna do something else. Anyway, let's get this off screen. Assumed Omori would be next. I didn't really have a plan for it. Omori is a really good one. Omori is definitely my next default for an RPG. But yeah, there's nothing. I don't really have anything like ready in the chamber to go. A game just came out, and I saw it, and I immediately wanted, and I immediately thought, ah, yes, let's do this. And then Noah very astutely pointed out, yeah, this might be a bit, these women might be a bit too scantily clad for stream. And then I looked at what he's pointed me at, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, it's like, it's not Senran Kagura, but it's Senran Kagura levels. So there's a publisher on Steam that I really like because they've had a lot of real good fucking shit. Like banger after banger after banger these publishers have found and put money towards. Called Dan Gen Entertainment. And like if you look on Steam, they've got some huge games that are like, they are like indie games, but they're like crazy good and super high like production value shit. They're the guys who did Bug Fables. They're the guys who did Lost Ruins, who did Evertired. They did Disc Creatures. They did Astalon, which Stefan will go to bat for any day of the week. Dungeon Drafters, like they're the publisher for all these really high quality indie games. And just recently, as in like a couple days ago, they released a game called Turret Girls. Which you're free to look it up on your own time. Maybe close the door. But it's very much in the it's an on-rails shooter, kind of in the same vein of Senran Kagura, where it looks like a really good game, and it looks like it will be tons of fucking fun to play this. But you are just going to be staring at the ass of an anime girl the whole time. And it's like the game looks like it's going to be so good that you just tune out all the sexual stuff. But if someone walks in on you playing it, you've got no fucking you've got no excuse. Like it looks like it's going to be that vein of stuff. So I'm excited to play it. But I don't think I could play it on stream. Expecting to stream in Discord, hurry up. I'm trying, man. There's so much to talk about. Fuck. I'm trying to wrap up fucking 4 months of streaming Deltarune. Longer than that, I think. I don't know how long I've been streaming that. Anyway, 2F, did you have anything to say about Deltarune while I start doing the wrap up for this? I think this game is phenomenal. I've had such a good time with it. It's such an amazing step up from Undertale. Undertale is still great. I played it not too long ago as part of an archipelago with Stefan and Noah and the guys on the server. It was a really good time, even if it was out of order. And it's the first time I've ever beat Sans. So yeah, I initially thought I was kind of fucked because in an archipelago, all of your items are shuffled into a pool with everyone else who's playing via a mod and then redistributed. So like I needed to rely on buddy Alex who's playing Subnautica in order to get levels for my game, or I needed to wait for our buddy Kira to play more Kingdom Hearts so I could get keys to get through into more areas in Undertale. So it was a little bit disjointed, but it's just really fun. Undertale is such a good time even now. And going forward with Deltarune, they just ramped that up to 11. It's a very distinctly different game, but it is 100% an evolution on the themes, on the storytelling, on the art style of Undertale in such a spectacular way, and you can really see how far they've come, especially in chapter 4 we just saw with the Titan. That is such a beautiful fucking sequence of sprite work. Anything involving the knight is super smooth. The knight summoning the Titan out of the ground, the creation of a dark fountain every time we see it, but especially in the dark world where it had that huge spiraling thing that coalesced into the like pillar that started cracking with the eyeballs and the arm going out, and then the arm shooting a blast. That's such a good use of color and shape. Deltarune is phenomenal. What a great time Deltarune is. I'm really excited to go forward with the story. In the regular route, seeing where the prophecy leads, seeing what more friends we're gonna make. I'm super invested in the super cute. I should stop saying super. I'm really invested in the very cute romance between Noelle and Susie. I'm looking forward to the festival date whenever chapter 5 decides to drop. In the Snowgrave route, I'm also super scared for what's going on. I am super dreading going to the festival and seeing what the fuck is happening, because boy oh boy, we sure did fuck up Noelle in this route. Things are not okay. Everything is bad, and I'm scared of what's going to happen to Noelle because she's really cute. I really like Noelle. I really don't want bad things to happen to her. She's such a sweet dear. And like, even I feel really bad for what happened to Birdley, because I do quite like Birdley. I really like the Zap Brannigan voice I gave him. And even beside that, like, he's a very interesting character who in some ways has learned from his mistakes, even if it's like was brushed aside as a dream in the real world. He definitely did realize, oh, I've been pretty shitty, haven't I? So, like, it's such an interesting evolution of the dichotomy of the neutral pacifist genocide routes of Undertale, going forward with the regular, the very linear route in Deltarune, and then the Snowgrave route, which is the same, but it's weaving in and out of these really fucked up situations. So I'm super looking forward to seeing what happens in Chapter 5 whenever they do decide to drop Chapter 5 this year. Rumor has it, potentially, potentially June, July, I think. So we'll have to see what when that drops. Keep an ear out. 'Cause holy shit. Oh man, it's gonna be such a great fucking time. Do I have anything else to say? I think we've pretty much covered it. I've been praising this to high heavens. But yeah. That was Deltarune. What do we got going on this week? Today is today's Tuesday. No, today's Monday. Next time you see us will be Tuesday. Me and Noah are gonna be here hanging out, playing some more Metal Gear Solid 4. We need to get Big Mama Eva to safety. She's been stabbed once again through the guts. Not great. Sadly, we have to leave behind her motorcycle, which I think means she's probably gonna die this chapter. As much as I like Eva, I think the symbolism's too. The symbolism is way too there for her not to die this chapter. I don't know how though. If she's just gonna bleed out on the way back, because we took out Raging Raven. So I don't know who is gonna kill her. I don't know. Maybe Wolf is gonna come up. And maybe Wolf is gonna come up and tear her throat out. I don't know. You're gonna be real sad when it does happen though. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 4 tomorrow. Friday, I'm gonna be back over here playing some more Bayonetta 2. That game is wild. Lots going on. We have not yet made it to Fimbulvinter, but we have been yo-yoing back and forth with the temple. We've met the masked man, who is totally not Baldur, come from the past to avenge our mother, who he thinks we killed. I don't know what that's about. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, Loki's got fucking white braids, or what? Not white braids, white cornrows. God, this really is a fucking 2014 game. Yeah, it sure was an era, wasn't it? Bayonetta 2 is great. I am super looking forward to playing more of it. Sunday, we took off this last Sunday because it was Noah's birthday. Happy birthday! Yeah, we took it easy. Very happy. It sounded like he had a good one. But this coming Sunday, we will be back with some more Placid Plastic Deck. We've not yet made money. But I think we are pretty close to who's what's it's. You know, that thing. We're pretty close to getting 20 cards for our deck. I think just one or two more. I think we're at like 18 or something, if we're not already at 20. Yeah. Very soon we will be allowed to enter the tournament, I think. I'm excited for that to happen. We need to go talk to this feral child's rich father in order to give him, in order to finagle more money out of him. And it's very important we remember, he hates vague amounts. He wants an exact number all the time. So we want $1 million for the child, and we want about $100 for us. Yeah. Plastic Deck on Sunday. And then tune in next week, Monday, for... I'm going to say Omori. I'm going to say Omori with that exact level of confidence. If we have if you've got any suggestions, or if I pick up anything cool before then, I'll be happy to take a look at it. Because I do think Omori is a bit of a longer game. So if we do have, if we find something that's a little bit shorter, I will be happy to take a look at it. But I'm going forward with the assumption that we're going to be checking out Omori on Sunday. Not Sunday. Next week, Monday. Omori. Maybe. We'll see. And I will I'll let you know how Turret Girls goes, because I'm gonna be playing that tonight. Yeah. That'll be all for today.
Thanks for hanging out. If indeed you're still here, fucking see ya. The lesson for today is patience. Because boy oh boy, being a Deltarune fan, you sure do need it. So remember patience. It'll come out when it's ready. And that timeline is completely independent of Toby Fox working on Toy Story. Deltarune is coming when it comes. Yelling at him about Toy Story is not going to make it come any faster. But yeah,